Starbucks. You know who you are. You are my favorite coffee people ever. That's right. You're my morning coffee. That would be that venti non-fat coffee misto blonde roast sugar-free vanilla. Ooh, I love it. However, really what am I here about is I'm here to thank you. If it wasn't for your coffee, then your support, and then I don't believe even many of you knew this, it was your financial first contribution that helped complete our first playroom at the hospital for sick children. Followed by that, the introduction of your community give back program. So you started packing hospital shipments for me. That's been amazing. After you've continued that program, we brought in another. Because you know, I always am looking for support. So what did we create? Kilometers for Kids, our awesome 30-minute fun fundraiser walk, run, jog, great time. However, I need you all to truly know that you are a second family to me. So many of you are more than my baristas. You are my family, you are my friends. Your support is truly unbelievable. I look forward to seeing you at the run, and I look forward to sharing your memories about Kilometers for Kids, sharing your memories about what impacts you for Crafting for a Cure, and always know that your support, especially when you're fundraising for this run, truly makes a difference.
One day you will have the chance to live each day as I do. And I stayed up all night just to watch you breathe. I think of you every waking hour, and every time I dream you are my child, my flesh and blood. I will go to battle for you till our war is won. I would give it all. Day by day, one step at a time, living right here, right now, 'cause tomorrow's too far from sight. Just breathe, heaven's not too far away. So I hold you in my arms and pray. I would search high and low and travel the world to find a cure. Bring it on my hands and knees, knowing that it would work for sure. I would give it all. One day you will have the chance to live each day as I do. And I stayed up all night just to watch you breathe. I think of you every waking hour, and every time I dream you are my child, my flesh and blood. I will go to battle for you till our war is won. I will cry with those who listen, I will sing to those who don't. I will change the world to make it better. I will stand up and rock the vote. I will walk hard coals to show my faith for my child, my special one. I would give it all. I would give it all.
A memorable moment with me in a hospital. So many moments for me are magical and memorable. However, I do have one that I will never, ever forget. I had the pleasure of visiting a hospital, crafting in it, and then I was pulled aside by the nurses and the staff and asked very politely, could I go visit a child in a room who can't come out? And I said, sure, I love visiting kids in a room. And they said, no, this is a different story. And I said, what do you mean it's a different story? And they said, this child and family were just told an hour ago that this boy has maybe 4 days to live. To which I said, oh, okay. They said, the parents have gone downstairs. The boy has barely woken up from his sleep. He's on a lot of pain meds. Can you help him? Give him some spirit. And I said, with a lot of emotion and a lot of heart, I said it would be my absolute pleasure to see what I can do for this child for his last few days. So I walked into this room to see this boy that I wasn't too sure what to expect. I was, was he going to be hooked up to tubes? What was I to look at? And I saw this boy resting in a bed, almost an angel. Far from it, no tubes, just very peaceful. And I was afraid I was going to wake this child, only for him to roll over and say, hey. And I said, hey, how are you? I brought him a stuffed animal, I brought him crafts, and I brought him candy. I'm sure they weren't so happy that I brought him candy, but I figured, you know what? I love sugar. What other kid doesn't love sugar? So he was blown away with the puzzles and the craft kits that I brought him. And we were just chilling and hanging out and talking about music. And then his parents came in. And you have to understand, being told that your child is going to maybe live another 4 days, and he was already half asleep when they left him, came back to see him smiling and laughing, the parents didn't know what hit them. They were blown away with emotion. The love that you could see with us all was unreal. It was a privilege to be with this child, this boy David, in his last days of remaining. We sent him chocolate. I hung out with him until I saw that he started to get tired. I walked out of that room with tears and needing the time to decompress. A couple weeks later, I received an email from this hospital to tell me that David passed away a couple days later, and that they apologized for not getting in touch with me, but they wanted me to know that it was the crafts that I gave him that kept him going and kept him happy, and that he just fell asleep and just didn't wake up. And he fell asleep painlessly and will be missed terribly. However, it was his crafting that, as his family said, that kept him distracted, and that the kindness that we showed without judging kept him distracting. And for that reason, I keep doing what I do. Thank you so much for your constant support, because without you, we couldn't do what we do best, making kids smile when they need it the most.
I would give